succeed, the whole of time will be as one.
Please find me.
Archive 81 is an American horror about a video archivist hired to restore video footage of a filmmaker investigating a dangerous cult. The show is directed by none other than horror master James Wan and stars Mamoudou, Athie, and Dina Shihabi. Mamoudou plays Dan, a video archivist that is hired to restore a collection of videotapes that feature Melody, Dina Shihabi, at the apartment complex called the Visser, investigating residents and the weird things that happen there. Dan gets sucked deeper into the job when he discovers that the tapes might have the answers to what caused a deadly fire that happened at the Visser in 1994 and what happened to all the residents. The archive intros remind me of American Horror Story. Each episode gives you a commercial or a news story that seems to be unrelated information. Those short intros turn out to be a very small key piece of information to the overall episode. On this show, I totally maxed out my TV movie watch time hours binging this show. I clocked in at about 8 hours of watch time for this entire season. Each episode is about an hour long and there are 8 episodes. That's not to say that each episode doesn't draw you further and further into the mystery. It totally does. James Wan is the master of tension and creepiness in his horror films, and this show is no exception. It has the typical Wan dark and moody look that all his films have. There are episodes that break away from the dark and moody and are a breath of fresh air. Our leading lady Melody is smart up to a certain point. There's always a point when our main characters get extra stupid. She does that thing that I hate that main characters do in movies. You know, when the odds are against you, shut up, lay low, and wait. So many times when things disappear and there is no concrete evidence, our main characters go flapping at the mouth trying to expose things and end up looking crazy in the long run. She also checks the trope of investigating solo and getting herself into trouble. Also, who goes into a moldy basement without a face mask and gloves? The air in that environment is freaking toxic, yo! I love this story jumps into different time periods to unfold the mystery. We get to jump backward and forward in time with the characters to see what's really going on. They jump from present day back to the 20s and to 1994 throughout the series. I enjoyed all the time periods and I thought they were done really well. The only problem with this series is that it has that found footage aspect. There are certain angles and points of view that found footage shows you that is a little unrealistic. James Wan tries to disguise this by using the found footage to jump into the past to show us the events as they happen. Although it helps, there are still story nuances that archivist Dan wouldn't be able to know or deduce unless he was actually there to see all the angles. Also, there were times when filmmaker Melody visibly had the camera at her sides pointed at the ground, but we as the audience were able to see everything that was going on in the scene. I really don't think that made sense. I would have rather heard the audio over darkness or seen a shot of people's feet. The audience has great imaginations, often underutilized. I sometimes wish filmmakers would just take advantage of that fact. Other than that, this show will keep you engaged, but don't binge it in one sitting like I just did. You'll be captivated by the characters, the story, and the mystery that is unraveling before your eyes. I give Archive 81 an 8 out of 10. If you like mysteries, found footage, and James Wan, this is a show to put on your watch list. Stay tuned for my spoiler talk on Archive 81 and my theories about Season 2. Until next Monday, see you soon.